Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and welcome to episode 2 review of season 6 of The Flash. Now, again, we said last week how The Flash seems to be back in towards the writing and how the show is back from season 1, season 2, when you had Zoom and Reverse Flash. And I have to agree, it's still like that with episode 2. I was kind of a little worried. I thought, okay, well, the premiere was fantastic, but are they going to fall flat afterwards? And they really didn't. This episode was just as good. It didn't have any. It didn't have Flash Gordon's theme playing, but you know that theme will forever be one of the best scenes of the entire show. Now, Barry wanted to travel to the day after this crisis happens in order to see kind of what happens and how he can help fix it where he doesn't vanish. And so he goes, but you have some antimatter hurt him. So he's like, okay, well, I need to figure out somebody to go talk to in order to figure out what I can do and all. And he goes and sees Earth 3 Flash, well, former Flash, Jay Garrick. And Jay Garrick's wife is a doppelganger of Barry's mom. So they have discovered, one, has seen this crisis coming. He's been plotting out. He has a whole map of all the multiverse with different Earths and labeled and all. And I didn't get a good look. I saw Supergirl, Superman, Earth, but there were so many Earths that he had notes for. I would love to go back and kind of see what Earths were what, because the rumor is that Titans is going to be in crisis from the DC streaming show. You got Birds of Prey, you got all these other shows, Smallville, and I would love to see if Jay Garrick has already discovered them on his map. But they figure out a way to get Barry's mind to the future so he can see what's going to happen. Well, he sees what's going to happen. He also sees, like, kind of like Doctor Strange, he sees millions of possibilities of what's going to happen. And it honestly hurts him. His nerves become on fire because of the Speed Force. And he watches his friends, his family die. He watches all these millions and billions of people die. And he feels their suffering, and then they're just gone. And then he sees himself, which was pulled right out of the comic book, basically get vaporized as he's running so fast. And it was amazing. It was great. I loved it. I loved every second of it, and I cannot wait to see more. And you also have this side story with Killer Frost and Joe and trying to figure out this metahuman girl and whether she was good or bad. And that was all good. And then you had the Flash, and Joe did this awesome speech about how the symbols and the badges and how they represent them and how it doesn't matter. They take the risk and they go for it because that's what they do, and that's why they save people and all that. And it was truly amazing, and I cannot wait until next week. Overall, if I was going to rate this episode, I would rate it at about a 8.5. Just as good as last week. But ultimately, there was some parts that kind of slowed down in the middle. To be honest, the crisis stuff is so intriguing. I really didn't care about the side plots. I know they have to be there, but then you do have the Mad Doctor kind of experimenting. He killed someone, and it's experimental on their dead body, and something happened, and we'll find out next week. But ultimately, I believe it's about an 8.5. I would love to know what you thought of the episode down in the comments below. And I do weekly videos on the CW shows, Titans, Rapunzel. I'll be doing the Harley Quinn show. So if that's stuff you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And like always, I will see you in the next one. Later.